Do you want to create magic in your conversations, or you want to create a great impression on you when you are talking to someone? For that, we don't have to become a Wonder Man or a Wonder Woman, but use these wonder words to create a great impression and to create wonder in your conversations with anyone. In this video, we're going to see a few wonder words which will create a great impression on anyone who uses these words, phrases, questions, and sentences. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, English Matters with Sunil. As I told you before, in this video, we are going to see a few wonder words, sentences, questions, and also a few phrases which will create a magic in your conversation. But this video is going to be a little different from the other videos from what I do. Because in this video, I'm not going to tell you what those wonder words are, but you are going to tell me what those words. I will explain you in which scenario we use this, and then we'll give you 10 seconds of time to think and then answer me. If you're unable to give the answer to me in 10 seconds, then you can pause the video, think of it, and then you can give me the answer. You can give the answer by commenting in the comment section. Alright, so now let's go with the first word without any further delay. Our first word here is, I'm not going to tell you. As I told you, I'll tell you when we use this. Our first word. When you are taking a help from someone or when you're receiving a favor from someone, what do you tell them in reply? I'll tell you one more time. What will you tell someone when you are receiving a help from some person or when you're receiving a favor from someone? So how would you show your gratitude towards them? And what is that word? Your time starts now. All right, if you got the answer, well and good. Or else you can pause the video and then post your answer in the comment section. Yes, most of the people got the right answer here. If you said thank you, that's a perfect answer here. When we receive some help or favor from someone, we show our gratitude towards them by saying thank you. When you use these two words, thank and then you, to someone, they feel like helping you more, doing more favors to you. Okay? We also feel the same way when someone tells thank you to us. Hey, he is recognizing my effort in helping him, or he's acknowledging me, so I should be helping him more and more, is what I personally feel. Don't you feel the same way? Okay, so now let's learn the second word. When you make a mistake intentionally or unintentionally, or you do something wrong to somebody. When someone makes a mistake or someone does something wrong to you, what do you expect from that person to tell you? So your time starts now. Okay, so what's your answer? Have you already written your answer in the comment box? If not, do it right now by pausing the video. Okay, yes, if you said sorry, that's perfect. Guys, remember this, that when you use the word sorry, it creates a great magic. Because sometimes we don't intentionally make a mistake or we don't feel like doing it, but still, it happens. So when some mistake happens from our side, we should definitely say sorry. A lot of people don't feel like telling sorry to someone. They don't regret for what they have done. But you don't do that. Say this word, simple word, sorry. And yes, you will create a great impression. You'll change someone's attitude, maybe the wrong attitude on you, into a good one. Now, it's a third wonder word. This word is used to request someone to get a favor done or to get a help done by someone. So what do you think the word is? Your time starts now. Okay, that's right. You've given me the right answer in the comments. That is please. When we want a help from someone, when we want to request someone to do something, use this word, please. Can you please help me with this task? When you say this, people definitely feel like helping you because you're using the beautiful word, please. Okay? So if you are not using this word, try using this word from now and see the wonders you're going to create there. The fourth wonder word. Here, usually we people travel a lot from one place to the other place, from one state to the other, one city to the other, or from one country to the other country. While we are doing this journey, we use different means of transport like bus, train, flight, and there are many more. When you're traveling, when someone is blocking your way, when you have to go from this corner to the other corner, you have to ask that person to move aside. So which wonder word do you use here? So what do you think the word is? Your time starts now. Okay, you have given me the right answer. What is that? Hutch. Excuse me. If that is your answer, that's perfect. Alright guys, so yes, excuse me is not only used when we want someone to move from our way, but also when we sneeze. When we sneeze, we should say excuse me. Remember this, okay? And why do we use excuse me there? Excuse me is nothing but saying sorry to someone. When we sneeze, it might disturb someone. That's the reason we say excuse me, so that they don't get disturbed and they can continue with their work. Now, it's the fifth wonder word. So here, when a conversation is happening between two members or maybe more, so when you didn't understand what a person said, you can use this phrase. Here we have two words, that's why I'm calling it a phrase. So which phrase do you use when you want someone to repeat what that person said? Got it? When we're having a conversation with someone, when we don't understand what that person said, we have to ask him to repeat. So to ask that person to repeat what he or she said, we use this phrase. Your time starts now. Okay, it is pardon me. It is pardon me. The spelling is given here. You can check it out. So pardon me, when you say this phrase, it means, can you please repeat what you said? So instead of using this whole statement or a question, we can simply use these two words so that the other person will repeat what he or she said. It is pardon me. Now, it's the sixth one. Here, it is a statement. When you meet someone for the first time, maybe a higher official in your organization. So how would you start your conversation? You have to go with a statement by saying hi or hello. So what is that statement? Your time starts now. Okay, right. You're absolutely correct here. It's nice to meet you. When you meet someone for the first time, especially if it's a formal conversation going on, then you have to use the statement, nice to meet you, to create a great impression on you. The first impression is the best impression. Sometimes people might feel bored of using the same statement multiple times. What you can do here is, instead of the word nice, you can use different words like great to meet you, honor to meet you, pleasure to meet you, happy to meet you. When you use these words, you never feel bored for using them, and people who are listening to you also will never feel bored of it. You can use any of these words to use this statement. And remember, this is for the first time when you're talking to someone. Now, it's a seventh one. Here, it is a statement again, which is related to the previous one. So, nice to meet you is used when you meet someone for the first time. And how about from the second meeting? When you're meeting someone from the second time, third time, fourth time, what do you say? It's not nice to meet you. Now, think of it and tell me what it is. Your time starts now. All right, it is nice to see you. The word meet, you just have to swap it with see. That's all. Because when you meet someone for the first time, we use the word meet, and from the second time, it's not meeting. So we have to use the word see. Nice to see you. Same as the previous one. In place of nice, you can use any of these words. Pleasure to see you. Happy to see you. Honored to see you. And great to see you. Not just these. You can use many more as well, depending on the scenario there. It's time for the eighth one, and this time it is a question. This question is used very commonly by everyone to know how the other person is. To know the well-being of a person, we usually use this question. And what is that question? Your time starts now. This question is used to know how some other person is, or to know the well-being of a person. That question is, how are you? You're absolutely right. So remember, asking this question shows the concern what we have on the other person or what the other person has on us. Now, it's the ninth one. So this is also a question which is a replacement of how are you. How are you is used to know the well-being of a person. Along with that, we can also use this question, which is more formal than how are you. How are you can be both formal and casual as well. But the other question which I'm asking you right now is completely formal to use. So your time starts now. Okay, that is, how do you do? How do you do has an interesting answer. We'll discuss this a little later. For now, remember, this is a very formal way of asking how the other person is. Finally, we have the 10th one, which is greetings of the day. What is greetings of the day? I've already made a video on greetings of the day. The link is given in the description box. You can check it out, or you can go with the iCard as well. Watch that video once this video is done, which gives you the complete idea about the greetings of the day. So in brief, greetings of the day is nothing but wishing someone good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Okay, now we have already learned all these 10 wonder words, phrases, sentences, and questions. Now we should also see the answers for a few of these wonder words. A few require answer or a response. Let's see them quickly. The first one is thank you. When someone tells you thank you, how would you reply that person? We usually say welcome or you're welcome. Not only these two, but there are many more. Let's see a few more. Instead of saying you're welcome every time, you can say it's my pleasure, anytime, always. Okay, you can use any of these three also. Now, it's sorry. When someone tells you sorry, how would you respond? We usually say it's okay. Not only it's okay, we can also use some other things like no problem, never mind, please don't mention it. You can also use any one of these three. Next one, excuse me. Excuse me is used in different contexts. One, to ask someone to move aside, and the other one is when you sneeze. When you sneeze, you are supposed to say excuse me there. And when someone tells you excuse me, you have to say God bless you. Why should we say God bless you? Let me tell you this interesting fact. When we sneeze, our whole body doesn't work for a second, especially our heart. Our heart skips its beats for a second. So that's the reason we usually say God bless you when someone sneezes. Got the point, right? Nice to meet you. When someone tells you nice to meet you, you just have to add a word at the end, which is TOO, too. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. When someone tells you nice to meet you, just add this word too and then repeat the same sentence. The same thing with nice to see you as well. When someone tells you nice to see you, you say nice to see you too. That's all is the response for these two statements. And now let's go with how do you do. When someone tells you how do you do, I told you this has got a different answer. When someone tells you how do you do, you repeat the same. That's all. You might feel, really? Do we have to say how do you do again? Yes. If you want to say I'm doing good, all well, fine, you can also use these. But the real response for how do you do is how do you do. Just the emphasis changes, like how do you do? When you say this, that's the end of the conversation then. All right? I hope you all understood everything we learned today. We learned different wonder words, phrases, sentences, and questions. So whenever possible, if you're not using any of these, do use them. This will definitely create a great impression on you and creates magic and wonder. To watch the same content in Telugu, you can go to the description box. The link is given there. You click on that and watch the same video in Telugu. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, family, and everyone you know. Do subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get the notifications instantly. That's all for today in this video. To know more content about English, wait for the coming videos in future. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.